I'm finally awake enough to do a vlog. It's 12:30 and we left at 7:30ish, I think. But by the time we'd got fuel and sorted ourselves out in Mans ROUEN, I think it was more like 10 to 8. My bladder didn't go to sleep last night and it hasn't gone to sleep today, so we've stopped at least 3 times, which is really irritating. Really slows us down. I made special fried rice yesterday, which we have just stopped and eaten. So it's been really nice. It's been walking into the services and walking past all the pain au chocolat and the croissants and the bars of chocolate and all the crap food, and it not calling to me. My go-to when we used to travel would be, especially when we got to Calais. We'd fuel up when we get to Calais, and I'd buy a big bag of M&Ms to have in the car that we'd share. They didn't call to me today. I bought some 85% chocolate with me. I've just had a couple of squares of that for my dessert. Bought some sparkling water, and that's the meal done. So I'm really happy about that. And so 12:30. Sat-nav says we'll be at Eurotunnel at 3, just around 3:15. So 3.25 hours, is that? Yeah, 3.25 hours. So we're not yet haven't got to Rouen. We've left Le Mans. Didn't join the 24-hour race. And we've had these interesting clouds, obviously, for our journey, gradually building. Although the weather forecast when I looked yesterday showed that we would be leaving in sort of a drizzle, and we didn't. And I think they might get rain there this afternoon, but it's not. We're not going to get any rain. I think when we arrive in Kent, it's still going to be quite warm, so that's going to be nice. So thankfully Mark slept. I was quite concerned that he hadn't slept very well and that we'd both be grumpy. Luckily it's only me. Well, luckily for me, probably not for Mark.
Oh, I just got slightly grumpy back. You didn't notice?
I didn't notice, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to do it again in case I notice? It's very busy. I know it doesn't look it to those of you that are used to traffic, and it isn't very busy right at this moment because everybody's stopped for lunch. The services we've just left, which was an aire de repos, it wasn't a big services, is overflowing with cars where everybody stopped for their picnic lunch or their lunch that they'll buy in there. So it's not so busy, but the roads were very busy the auto route was very busy when we joined it, and we've come through periods of busy. And I've looked to see if I can see. Corinne said to Mark last night as he was paying that it will be busy tomorrow. You didn't ask why, did you?
I did. I'm not quite sure I caught the answer. I think it's something to do with the holidays.
So it must be something. Yeah, maybe I think there's another bank holiday coming up, Ferié Day, and it's going to be a Pont week or something. So maybe the kids aren't at school. I looked to see if the kids were at school, and it didn't look like they were off. But anyway, so it's busy with families today. Lots of families travelling, and lots of families doing long distance. They're not just doing those short journeys for their Sunday lunch with en famille. So I don't know how it will be. We're going on the the shuttle under the channel, the Euro tunnel we're going. I'm not sure how busy that will be this side when we get there. I know there are times of the year when it does get very busy, and this might be that time. So it's quite it's quick. It's a 35-minute crossing. You need to be there about an hour before, and I've put down that we're limited mobility, so we'll get a bit of preferential treatment and be put nearer exits and not sent on the shuttle's a double decker, so we won't get sent upstairs. We'll be kept downstairs, so and that makes a difference to us. But you just sit in your car for 35 minutes with your windows slightly open and with the car in gear, I think. And that's it. On the last time we went through, which is 2 years ago, the toilets were apparently still closed due to COVID. I'll be intrigued to see if the toilets are open this time. Always important for me, not important for everybody else. Might be TMI, but not for me. So yeah, it's a very quick crossing, and for those of us that get seasick, it's ideal. I don't get any of that. So the weather looks interesting. It does say that there is stormy weather on the way, and I think it's this warm weather, and is becoming a bit humid and stormy. So that's your road trip for now. Not a lot to see apart from road and clouds.
Well, there's great vistas of flat landscape.
And great vistas of flat landscape, but not quite like Saskatchewan.
True.
Where the vistas are greater and the landscape is greater and the sky is bigger. What day is it today? What's the date? I don't know what the date is.
12th?
Oh, it's the 12th. So where were we on the 12th last year?
No idea.
So we went to Niagara Falls on the 10th. So we were probably oh, it's a Sunday. Oh yeah, but it might not have been a Sunday last year. We're probably heading back up to Toronto for the last night before getting on the train. That's what we were doing. I was just remembering, I've just bought 2 bottles of San Pellegrino in the restaurant thing services. I was just remembering that when we sat waiting to get into our hotel in Vancouver, because we got there so early, we couldn't go to our room for hours. I was buying tins of coconut water. Was it Buddha? Or Tiny Buddha? I think it might have been Tiny Buddha coconut. Oh, it was lovely. I can't buy that here. It was really refreshing because it was quite hot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was hot, and so this was really cooling. I might do another video as we travel down into Rouen. I don't know whether I've done one before. You do catch sight of the cathedral and from the road that we're on, but we're not that close. But I might do that. There we go.